Swimming like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the post-show video wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank. My name is Lee Heisman. We had amazing guests today. Oh my gosh, Dean Crowe, co-founder, CEO of Rally Foundation, and the superstar of the show, Lex Stoley. Guys, thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I do recommend going back and listening to the show in its entirety. We talked about this. Your stories are amazing, and I couldn't help but tear up just listening to them. When I first met you, I knew I teared up in just being inspired. And if you want to hear me cry on the audio portion, go back and listen to the entire episode. Of course, it was tremendous information. Don't forget, go out and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button on this YouTube. Plus, also, most importantly, hit the notification button, because that's going to let you know when tremendous CEOs like both of you guys come onto the show. You're going to get these notifications. So, Dean, if you don't mind, talk about Rally Foundation, how it started, and what you do there.
So Rally Foundation raises money for childhood cancer research, and we fund the best research that we can find through a dual peer review process. But it actually started with one simple question, and the question was, what can I do to help? And I asked that to a friend whose son had been diagnosed with a brain tumor. And I wanted to know what I could do, because what I saw them going through, it was horrific. And I told them I wouldn't make them dinner. And so that's how Rally started.
Well, you're being very, very humble, and it started, and it just have grown from that point.
Yes.
Now, Lex, you have been a tremendous, really, speaker for Rally Foundation. Back when you were 10, and you're 13 now.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, if you listen to the audio portion, you think he's 30. So that's a whole nother topic. But back when you were 10, you were diagnosed with leukemia. Talk about this journey, and also not just your journey, but how you've worked with Rally.
Absolutely. So, about 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with leukemia in September of 2019. I'd had symptoms for a couple months. I wasn't eating as much. I wasn't feeling well at all. And looking at this 3-year journey of having cancer has been absolutely crazy, looking at so much that we've done. And I think, having Rally Foundation by my side has been incredible. They always had great people there. You walk in there and there's a smile on their face, and they're always great, and they're always, what can we do to help your family? How can we help you? And so that's been incredible for us. And 3 years, it's been a lot, that's a lot for a cancer journey, especially for a 10-year-old to go through. And so I think with all the help that we've gotten from the community, it's made that journey a lot better.
Well, let's talk about Rally for a moment, because you're not just a little shop. You've grown over years. Talk about the size and the financial impact you've made on the community and on this environment.
Well, thank you. So to date, we have given away $25 million. We're funding about 250 projects across the country and internationally. And then we got involved in the advocacy space to try to increase government funding. And we found something called the Department of Defense Medical Research Program. And we have secured $63 million from the Department of Defense Medical Research Program for cancers in children, adolescents, and young adults.
It's amazing. So, that's inspiring. And I'm telling you, I keep emphasizing to go back and listen to the show in its entirety, because I found my spirit animal in the body of a 13-year-old boy, because everything you said today, the way that you're positive, the way that you contact customers and you contact vendors of yours or people that you've used to say something good instead of being critical in social media. You're an entrepreneur at heart. Talk a little bit about that.
Exactly. I've always been, different from other people. I've always been, the one who has had these smart ideas and has never wanted to be, like when there'd be a group project, I've always wanted to do it by myself. I've always wanted to be independent and focusing on how I can solve problems and do things better. And especially with my journey, I've spent a lot of time by myself, which has really sparked so much imagination for business, stocks, complementing businesses, and that's absolutely sparked, my career path that I want to do when I'm older.
Well, we talked about the financial impact of Rally, but also we talked in the show about you're the #1 agency in the country for something.
So we received a perfect score from Charity Navigator. We scored 100. So that is for our financial health and our transparency and our accountability. So we are the highest rated childhood cancer charity by Charity Navigator, who is funding research nationally and internationally and providing services to families. So we're super proud of that. Very exciting.
Well, I also learned something from Lex today, and I want Lex to kind of say it. I've, at my old age of 51, I've had many businesses for the past 25 years, and it's always difficult to provide critical information to people. You have to. As you grow your business, as you grow your life, you always want to be able to provide critical information without really losing that audience. Lex, you have a way in which you provide critical information to get your point across that's very successful. Could you explain it?
Exactly. Business can be so harsh, and so you want to give people compliments and tell them what they're doing right. And there's time for constructive criticism, and there is a place for that. My strategy for it is to follow with compliments and to follow with, hey, you could do better on this, but hey, this is great. Keep up the great work on this. And so I think that's really important.
It's amazing. I'm terrified when Lex has a criticism of me because I'm going to probably be happy about it as well. So, Dean, if you don't mind, share with people, how would they get in touch with you?
So they can just go to our website, rallyfoundation.org, and that we would love to hear from you. We would love to accept your donation so we can continue to find better treatments for these kids, and we just appreciate it.
Well, I know I'm also going to be, not only, I have been involved with Rally, but I'm going to continue to be.
Yes.
But I'm also going to follow someone on social media now, and that's you, Lex, because I love everything you said today. Can you tell our viewers out there, how would they follow you?
You can find me on Instagram. It's Lex Stoley. I keep updates about, what's going on and how my journey's been and some exciting things that I've been doing.
Well,
absolutely.
Guys, congratulations on everything. Congratulations on winning that victory that you've been doing for the past 3 years. Congratulations on all the successes of Rally.
Thank you.
Guys, listen, go back, watch the entire episode, follow these guys in some way, shape, or form, become a part of this. This is one of the most inspirational shows we've had here of our 7 years and 1,500 shows across the entire country.
Thank you.
This is the one that's really touched my heart the most, and I'm so happy that you guys have been out here.
Thank you for
so
having
much
us.
for having us.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Guys, that was our post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond.